Sorry I haven't been making any films recently. I've been a bit stuck. My windlass is not working. I replaced it. Hang on, I'll get the thing. Here. It's just old and it's seized up. And so I needed to replace it. And I replaced it with a nice new one from Germany. My good friend Tony helped me install it. And it worked for about 3 days and then it stopped working. And I'm like, no. So I've mailed it back to them. It should be here tomorrow. I'll reinstall it and we should be good. Because I don't like taking the boat out without an anchor. It just doesn't feel quite safe. That's why I've not been making very many films recently. The other reason is that I'm going to make a big film. Like a real film, a feature film. My friend Eric and I have talked about doing a real feature for too many years, and we've made little projects together.
I quickly raised up the can of deadly spray, and not a moment too soon, he was making a dash for it and moving quick, right toward a sea of expensive dilettante shoes. I cocked the trigger to the can and blasted him in one long barrage. He turned and headed in the other direction, but I laid down a well-timed strategic pattern of quick bursts. He was hit and hit bad.
We get on great and we're both very creative and slightly crazy. So yeah, we decided we're going to make a feature film. It is going to be set on a boat because the way you make a cheap film is to shoot with what you've got. And I don't have the right, it'll be more like one of these boats than my boat. It'll be a sailing boat. And it's a drama, psychological thriller, a bit scary. And I've been doing some prep for that, working out what lenses to use, what camera to use, editing systems, talking to people about casting, talking to people about boats, looking at other boat movies, and they're all fucking terrible. Every single movie set on a boat is horrible. Like, they say the wrong things, they do the wrong things, they just do things that no one does on a boat. And you're like, oh God, I hope these people die. And then they die, and you're like, yeah, they didn't know what they were doing. What we want to do is make a film that's very, very, very authentic. It's going to be like anyone watching it, any experienced boat person watching the film will be like, yeah, that's what happens if you do that. So the authenticity is going to be spot on. So that's what I've been spending my time doing. I've also been on a diet. Ever since COVID, I put on some weight and I've never been happy with it. So I decided that I would stop being that weight. So what I do, it's very simple. I do not eat before 12 o'clock. I do not eat after 6 o'clock. And in the afternoons, I eat as little as I possibly can. I make sure that everything's balanced. I, eat fish oil, take vitamins, whatever. But at no point have I felt dizzy, unhealthy, whatever. I feel fine, and I'm totally good with that. I don't know what I weighed when I was at the most, and I don't know what I weigh now. I'm just gonna keep fasting, intermittent fasting, until I look in the mirror and go, piece of ass, as opposed to, The most exciting thing to happen to me in the past few weeks is I acquired a new dinghy. Poffles 2 had seen better days. I think I used the wrong liquid to try and clean it, and in trying to clean it with wrong liquid, I think I took the top surface off, or I made it a bit rougher than it should be, and it just looks like shit. And I stuck a hole in it a long time ago, and I've never quite managed to seal up that hole. I know you should be able to. You should be able to just slap another patch on it, and it's good, but it always leaked a little bit. And then another little, and you patch, and it never, ever was fixed. So eventually I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna get a new one. And then some friends of mine, one dinghy went to one person, another dinghy went to this person, and then I ended up getting the one dinghy that was left over. Ta-da! And it's great. It's really good. It's slightly bigger. It's a little heavier, but it's great, and it'll probably last me. It'll probably outlive me. Oh God, I hate getting old. But what I am doing now is trying to get out a bit more. So today we're going to the Aviation Museum. My friend Mike said, hey, have you seen the Malta Aviation Museum? Because he's a pilot. And I'm like, I know of it, but I haven't been there. He's like, you should go. So that's where we're going today. And I'm looking forward to it because I like aeroplanes. I like aeroplanes more than boats. I'll say it right now. Boats are a pain in the ass. Airplanes are magical beasts that fly. So here we go. Okay, we are just near the Malta Aviation Museum, which is just there. This place is just near the middle of the island. It's only a 20-minute bus ride from the boat. I was on my computer the other day and I thought I was 64. I thought it was going to be my 64th birthday. I look on my computer and it says, congratulations, you're 65 today. And I'm like, no! I've actually been flying in one of these, but not just flying. I actually went flying with Gary Newman, and that was fun. I went up a couple of times. Super nice guy, and he used to fly a lot, but then he lost a couple of really good friends in flying accidents in the space of a year, I think. And so he's like, you know what? I'm not going to fly anymore. So he stopped doing his flying, but he still likes airplanes. And it was really good fun going flying with him.
Think I need a devil to help me get things right. Hook me up a new revolution, 'cause this one is a lie. Sat around laughing and watched the last one die. Now I'm looking to the sky to save me, looking for a sign of life, looking for something to help me burn out bright. I'm looking for a complication, looking 'cause I'm tired of life.
and this is a, I think it's a BAC 111, so it's pretty old. But I think I flew in one of these once. I think the very first time I ever flew in a jet, an airliner, was when I went to Italy with my girlfriend, and I'm pretty sure we went in a BAC 111. And it was a long time ago, and I asked if I could go and look in the cockpit, and they were like, yeah, sure. So she went and asked the captain, and he said yes. And so I went up and hung out in the cabin, in the cockpit, for a few minutes whilst we went across the Alps, and it was wonderful.
Looking 'cause I'm tired of trying. Make my way back home when I learn to fly. Make my way back home when I learn to fly. Make my way back home when I learn
It's actually a really nice little museum. I mean, it's small, but they've got about 25 airplanes, and there's lots of information about everything, and that's cool. I'm really glad I came.